in the comments. If you're catching the replay, put an R in the comments. But I have a question for you. Let me know, are you afraid of failure? Because a lot of people are. And I think we let it kind of slow us down and keep us from doing things. There's a lot of things that keep us from doing things. Obviously, perfectionism, which I talked about on Friday, and fear of failure is one thing. So I want to talk about failure today. I'm not going to talk a long time. It's going to be really short. And so there's 3 types of failure. The first type of failure is preventable failure. It's a failure caused by deviating from a known process. So that's something that obviously could have been prevented. If it's something that was deviated from and you just want to, somebody wanted to try a different procedure than what they knew was going to work. The second kind of failure is complex failure. It's a failure caused by a system breakdown. And obviously that's something that we can't control a lot of times. It's out of our control. And the third type of failure is intelligent failure. That's the kind of failure that we can learn from. It's a failure caused by an unsuccessful trial. There are many people who had intelligent failures. For instance, the light bulb that was being created, Thomas Edison, he failed like a lot of times before he figured out the right way to do it, but he didn't give up. So intelligent failure is what I want to focus on today, because it's not bad to fail if you learn from what not to do wrong. If you're trying to start a business and you're out there on your own and you're trying to figure it out all yourself, and it's something that you've never done before, and you try one way and it doesn't work, so you know that that way doesn't work, so you try a different way and it doesn't work. And obviously it's better if you have a system, but that can help you, but you're still going to fail sometimes, even if you have a system, because you have to learn the system and you have to learn how to do it effectively. But it's always better if you have somebody there to help you. So do you have any fears about failure? Type me a comment. Let me know if you have any fears of failing. Because if we have a fear of intelligent failure, then we're holding ourselves back, because we have to get out there and we have to find out the hard way in a lot of situations what works and what doesn't work. And so that's called intelligent failure. And it's better sometimes to learn the hard way, because then we know without a doubt what doesn't work, and so we can go in a different direction. So I want to talk to you about the need to embrace your mistakes and use them to learn and grow. So embracing our mistakes, we can get better at our craft, and it's actually very helpful to learn by doing, even if we're making mistakes, because we can figure out what not to do the next time. So the stages of failure are, the number 1 stage is shock and surprise. So a lot of times when we fail, we go all in, and then we fail, and then we're shocked that we failed. The second stage is denial. After we go through that shocked and surprised stage, then we go into denial sometimes. And then the third stage is anger and blame. Sometimes at that third stage, we start blaming others for our failure. For instance, in network marketing, just as an example, if you fail at network marketing, sometimes you may be in shock because you thought it was easy. If you don't have a system, of course, system makes it easier. But that third stage, you may blame your upline. Maybe you thought they were supposed to do everything for you, or maybe they told you it was going to be easy. So you just start blaming them, and they just tell you it's going to be easy just to get you signed up. But it can be very effective if you have a system, but it's not necessarily always easy, because even though you don't have to chase your friends and families, if you have a good system in place, you still have to put yourself out there. So you're going to have to grow. You're going to have to definitely grow as in any kind of business, but especially network marketing, because you have to be someone who wants to connect with people and things like that. So if you want to grow a business and you don't want to connect with people, you have to get your goals in line with what you want and your actions. So if you're not an extrovert, don't not pursue your goals if you're not an extrovert. Just develop yourself, develop your personality, but develop your habits and the way you connect with people. Even shy people can reach out to grow more and learn more and how to be successful in life, because I am very shy. I'm an introvert, and I'm very shy. That is my nature. But you can't always be shy and get where you want to be in life. So if you want to pursue something, don't let fear hold you back. So with that being said, I just want to say, if you do have failures in your life, which all of us do, let me know if this is, while I'm talking, I don't just want to talk and not engage with anybody. I know there may be a lot of people watching the football game right now because the Super Bowl is coming up pretty soon. The Cowboys are playing tonight, and so far it seems to be a pretty good game. Dak is, I think he's on his game tonight, but anyway, I want to welcome everybody that's here. If you're on the replay, type R. Let me know if you've overcome failures. I want to know what kind of failures you've overcome, because that helps a lot of people to see you're not the only one that goes through things like that. We all have things to overcome. So if you've experienced something like that lately, I want to give you some tips on how you can turn failure into success. The first thing is you have to admit what mistake you made. You have to figure out, where did I go wrong? Why did I fail? Admit the mistake. Also, don't beat yourself up. Number 2, be kind to yourself. Realize that if you just sit there and beat yourself up, you're just going to dwell on that, and you're not going to get anywhere by doing that. So actually, I think you should say, hey, that's great. I found out another way not to do what I'm trying to do. So look at it as a positive thing, because that's what most successful people do. Number 3, talk it through with someone who can offer you insight and support. If you have a mentor or someone you can talk about things like that with, talk to them about it. Maybe they can offer you advice on what direction to go the next time. Number 4, find out what you can learn from the failure. So, for instance, if you're a contractor or something like that, and you are building a house and you're learning the best type of layout that you want, or I'm not a contractor, I'm just trying to give it an example, but whatever it might be, you could apply that to anything, because in life we can fail no matter what we're doing. So just find out what you can learn from the failure. And actually, the more you fail, the smarter you're going to get. Most successful people have failed many times. Let me know if you have some failures that you've overcome, and that maybe how many failures have you had that have actually helped you get to where you want to go. I think it's important not to fear failure, because when we fail, then we just get better and we learn more. And I think it's better to sometimes learn by doing, and we have to step out there and we have to fail. Every successful person has failed. So if you think about it that way, you're not going to be afraid of failure. You're not going to be afraid to step out and do what you need to do. Don't shrink back if you fail. Don't say, okay, I'm not going to be successful at what I'm trying to achieve, so I'm just going to stop. That plays into kind of what I talked about on Friday, being a perfectionist. If you're a perfectionist, and you fail at something, the tendency is to want to shrink back and not try again. But the best thing you can do is get back on your horse and try again as soon as possible. And just don't repeat the same thing that didn't work before. Number 6, make a new plan to move forward. Figure out how you want to move forward, get your plan in place, and do it. And if you fail again, you found out another way not to go. So yeah. So I found out something really exciting. I live in Frisco, Texas, which I knew it was a really great city to live in, but I didn't realize until the other day that it's actually the #1 city to live in the United States. And Universal is actually going to build a Universal Studios here. It's going to be geared towards kids, like 12-year-olds and younger kids, but it's going to be probably about 15 minutes from me, and there's going to be so much traffic in this area. There's already a lot of traffic. I live right down the street from where the Cowboys practice, so it's a really cool area to live in. But I was kind of excited, but I also know it's going to bring a lot more traffic. But it's actually their first experimental, I think it's experimental, but anyway, they chose Frisco to do it, so I think that's pretty excited. I thought Frisco was the #1 city to live in Texas, but it's actually the #1 city to live in the U.S. We have grown so much. There's so many businesses moving here to Frisco. And let me know. Say hi to me. I don't see anybody on here tonight. I'm wanting to start getting engagement as much as I can. I'm coming on here to connect with people. Say hello to me. Tell me about your past. Just tell me if this resonates with you. If this resonates with you and you want to talk more about it, you don't have to put your personal business on there, but if you want to talk more about it. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? You doing okay this evening? Are you watching the football game? I don't even know if you're into football, but I kind of keep up with it, but not, I'm not like obsessed with it or anything. But have you had any failures that you've overcome? If this is resonating with you, let me know. I want to know. Send me a chat. Also, if you're catching the replay, put an R in the comments. And I'm trying to reach a stars goal. If you want to send me a star, some stars, that would be great. Yeah, I appreciate you watching. Are y'all having a good evening? You having a good evening? Hope so. What's the weather like there? Where are you at? What state are you in? You do occasionally? Okay. You are watching the football game. Okay, that's good. Who are you rooting for? Oh, you live in DeSoto. Okay. Okay, well, that's about an hour from me. I used to live in DeSoto, actually. I know where it is. So, actually, my oldest son lives there. Yeah. Hey, Tim, how are you? Are you watching the Cowboys tonight? I was talking about fear and how to overcome your fear, Tim. And again, let me know when you catch this replay. Put an R in the comments. I'm trying to connect with as many people as possible. Tim, I know you do podcasting. Did you have to overcome fear or shyness when you first got started? Let me know. I'm just curious. Again, I said I'm a shy person, and so I'm having to overcome some fears myself, just being on here and talking to people. But I've already covered. Hi, Ellen. How are you? Are you watching the football game tonight, Ellen? Ellen, do you have any fears that you've overcome? Let me know. I want to know the three most, the best fear that we can work on is, let's see, I had some notes here, is intelligent failure. That's where we fell and we learned from our mistakes. And the more we fail sometimes, the more successful we can be because we learn what not to do. You had a few small businesses and some have failed. We're going, well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you didn't give up because the sad thing about failure is a lot of people do give up when they do fail and they just figure they're not meant to be successful. But I know that most successful people have failed many times before they finally find their niche. Ellen, I know, I wish I would have been able to come, but next time tell me about a month in advance when you come, and I'll be happy to. I really would have loved to see y'all. But let me know if you're overcoming any failures in your life right now. If you want to chat, maybe I can offer some helpful advice. I am here to do that. Probably on my next live. I'm going to talk about my business and how you can join me in my business. And I'm going to give some details about it. And we've got a great system in place, and I'm on a really great team, and you actually can, at the height of this business, you can actually earn about $2 million a month. Most network marketing companies cut you off at $50,000 a month. So, of course, I'm not to that spot yet, but our team is growing, and I'm on a really great team. I'm actually on the owner of the company's team, so I'm going to talk about that next time. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? A friend from a long time ago that I hardly ever see anymore, but she's an incredible person. Sarah, have you overcome any failures lately in your life, because that's what I'm talking about tonight. Learning from our failures and moving forward, and learning from our mistakes. And that's pretty much it. But you can catch the replay if you want to hear everything I said, because I'm just about to get off of here. I've been on here for quite a while. Wow. I think this is the longest live I've done. Yeah. Hi, Sarah. Yeah. It's good to see you on here. I hope you're doing well. And anyway, I'm not going to just keep repeating myself, because Sarah, I wanted to let you know, you probably already know, we're going to have a Universal Studios here pretty soon in the Frisco area. But I'd love to chat with you. I miss you. And I hope you all have a good evening. I'm going to go in there and finish watching the football game. It seems like a pretty good game. Tell me if you watch the replay, type an R. And if you want to chat any more about the fear of failure, how to overcome your fears, let me know, okay? Because the reality is you have to fail if you want to succeed. That's just the reality. Look at all the celebrities who have failed and they just kept going and they never gave up. And now they're super successful. It's the ones that quit that never became successful. We have to overcome things. I think when you want to do something in life, it's almost like God wants to see how much you want it. Like you go through some tests first, and then you keep on going, and it's like you're telling the universe and God, I'm not going to give up on this. And I just think it's all about our energy and what we put out there in the world. So I hope you all have a great evening. If you want to hear everything I talked about, I went over some tips. Just watch the replay. And if you didn't get to watch from the beginning, let me know. Hope you have a good Monday evening. And I'll talk to you all later, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.